Selamat sejahtera kepada Yang Amat Berhormat Tuan Kemarin. Nama saya Lee. So my question is, during the past few months, Ringgit Malaysia has depreciated against US dollar for about 20%. So looking at the facts that Malaysia has a relatively high level of external debt which are denominated in US dollar, especially where One Malaysia Development Berhad has accumulated 42 billion of debt in really 2 years. And there's also a high possibility that US Federal Reserve might raise its interest rate somewhere around June this year. So in the backdrop of such possible events, should the Central Bank of Malaysia raise its foreign reserve by intervene in the forex market to peg Ringgit Malaysia against US dollar like what Tun Dr Mahathir did during the 1980s? Thank you.
There was a time when, faced with this financial crisis with depreciating ringgit, we decided that we will buy the ringgit. If you sell the ringgit, we will buy it to sustain the value. But those people have too much money. We couldn't have enough money to buy to sustain, which was why we decided upon currency control, that you cannot trade in Malaysian currency. If you trade, you will be regarded as illegal. So the banks were told that you cannot transfer Malaysian money from A to B during any purchase unless it is to buy certain goods. But if you transfer, which means you are selling currency, that is wrong. And because of that, we were able to stop the currency from depreciating, and we fixed the currency at 3.8 per US dollar. Why 3.8? It's because our neighbors are competing with us. If you make the currency, the ringgit too strong, we cannot compete with them. So we stuck at 3.8 ringgit per US dollar, and that remained fixed for a long time. And because of that, the country becomes stable. We recovered much faster than other people, and now even those who condemn us are saying that we did the right thing. Okay? And then, of course, I stopped becoming Prime Minister, and I was no longer influential in any decision making, and they decided that we should do what the international community does, that is float the ringgit. Once you float the ringgit, the currency traders come in, and they can manipulate the currency any way they like. They can make it more costly, or they can depreciate the value of the ringgit. You know how much currency trading is per day? In one day, they trade in $4 trillion. And $4 trillion is the total economy, GDP of Germany in 1 year. In one day, they were doing that. Where do they get the money? Very easy. You don't have to have the money. Because between you and the other trader, you understand that I sell to you, you transfer in the books of the bank that you have bought so much. But there is no money. Only transfer of accounts in the bank from A to B. And when B sells back to A, that transfer of account goes to A. There's no money. Actually, banking doesn't use money. We don't need money. We need to write checks. That's not cash, it's check. Or we can use credit cards. Still no money. So the world is developing or spending or running its economy not on cash, but on figures in the bank, books of the bank. I had to learn all these things because I had to handle the problem. You see, no money at all is involved. Even in Malaysia, the government issues currency, but it's not enough for the business community. So the banks lend money which they don't have. You think that the bank lends money which they have? They don't have. They just put into your account whatever you want to. You want to borrow 100 million. They put under your name, you have credit line of 100 million. You want to pay, you don't need cash. You write a check to pay. That person then deposit in his account, still no money. So no money is being used at all. So all these things is humble. But anyway, that is the way banking works. So this buying and selling and trying to prop up the value of the currency is not going to work. If you ask the central bank to buy the money, it will run out of foreign exchange, and the money, the ringgit, will also depreciate. What you can do is to improve the economic and political condition in your country. If people see that this country is unstable, likely to depreciate, go into trouble and economic trouble or political trouble, the value goes down. If you are seen to be very stable, very firm about the rule of law and things like that, less corruption, then the money will actually appreciate. So what we have to do to make sure that the ringgit does not depreciate, does not continue to depreciate, is to ensure that the politics and the management of the economy of this country is well done. That is the solution. Alternatively, of course, you can fix the currency rate, but if you want to float it, please ensure that this country is peaceful, stable, the laws are followed, no corruption, and the politics of the country is doing well. Okay? Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's 11:20 right now, so we're only allowed the floor to ask 4 more questions.